Hi, I'm Tyler. I'm from Tennessee. We're at Indiana University in Bloomington for the 2002 National Order of the Arrow Conference. This year's NOAC theme is Test Yourself and So Discover. We came, we tested, and we discovered.
This week is about you and me. Nonetheless, leaders talk a lot this week about a man. Once young, then old, now gone. His name? Urner Goodman. His vision? The Order of the Arrow. Something not for himself, but something for you and me. And look, this is it. A patch. A sash. A stage. A conference. A brotherhood. A spirit. We owe him, you know. Big time. All 7,000 of us. And even though a band sung the words, Urner Goodman lived the life and proved to us you can dream until dreams come true.
Earlier this year, the National Committee established a new recognition, the Order of the Arrow Lifetime Achievement Award, a legacy of servant leadership.
Tom McBride was one of those young scouts whose life was changed by the OA and his experience in scouting.
Tom had the opportunity to meet Dr. Goodman at Twin Echo.
He was a real fuss budget. Like that. He was always going somewhere. A little short guy. At about 50 miles an hour on foot.
And we are pleased to present the first Order of the Arrow Lifetime Achievement Award to the senior and most respected member of the National Committee, Thomas G. McBride, who is represented tonight by his son, James. James?
Arrowman, our National Vice Chief, Riley Berg.
There's this guy I know. He's an airman too, and I'd like to tell you a little story about him. He and his father, they've never gotten along the best. Well, one day the boy's father became very ill and was rushed to the hospital with barely enough blood in his body to survive. And as he lay in the hospital bed, the boy began to cry. And he thought, I never said I love you. Well, all of us, all 7,300 of us, all came into this order the same way. We all received the obligation, and we were all admonished by Allah Watsakima when he told us to love one another. And then there's that boy. He could see the mountain, but he didn't know how to climb it. The boy and his family was fortunate, and the doctors and nurses were able to save the father, and he made a full recovery. Yet the boy still remained silent. Like Sir Edmund Hillary, the boy in our story realized that his own mountain was not before him, but rather within him. But the truth is, the boy in the story is me. Yes, for 19 years, I have neglected to let an amazing man and a wonderful father know how much he truly means to me. Dad, I love you.
I've had a great week this week, and I've met a whole lot of new friends too, such as Joseph from North Carolina.
This is my first time at NOAC. I can't believe all the things there are to do and all the people I've met from lodges everywhere. I even met the National Chief, Clay Cap. He even signed my sash.
Sherry,
me, do you have the time?
If I may ask, where are you going?
Where am I going?
Wait, don't tell me. But I'll bet you $5 that I'm going there too.
So, old-timer, where is it you think I'm going?
You are, and you always have been, going to the grave.
Since the dawn of man, this truth has remained a constant. The meaning of life is found in the journey, not the destination.
Perhaps no one understood the significance of making your life journey count, like our founder, Dr. Urner Goodman. Dr. Goodman encountered living examples of the ideas and ideals upon which our order was founded.
One of his most vivid and humorous stories involves the idea of cheerful service.
We were camping together on Treasure Island in the summer of 1913, and one of the boys took sick, so he had to stay in his tent. That was where Billy Clark came in. He was leaving the tent to empty a rather full bedpan into the latrine, and he tripped. Billy Clark got up smiling.
It's not just a coincidence that cheerful service is the very basis of our order.
The servant of all is the greatest of all. The success of the Order of the Arrow today is the result of services of a great many of our brothers, past and present.
Jordan A. Hitchens,
Carrie J. Minery,
David Yoder. Fellow Arrowmen, please help me congratulate the Order of the Arrow's Distinguished Service Award recipients for 2002.
We are pleased to present the Red Arrow to the following worthy individuals.
The Chief Scout Executive of the Boy Scouts of America, Roy L. Williams.
The Order of the Arrow has a long history of providing service to scouting in local councils and certainly nationally. And the Order of the Arrow's new strategic plan places emphasis on leadership, service, and financial support to local councils that's consistent with the National Council's strategic plan. In 2001, the Order of the Arrow provided $1,634,724, but who's counting, hours of service to local council camps and BSA projects. The Order of the Arrow is an integral part of the Boy Scouts of America, and I came here tonight to tell you that I appreciate you. God bless you, and keep up this great work.
Tonight we've taken a look at a few examples of the kind of people Dr. Goodman met on his life journey.
When you think about it, we all share the same destination.
But it is not our destination that makes us unique. It's how we choose to get there that determines our happiness.
It's not the outer journey that matters.
It's what happens every moment on the inside that counts.
Brothers, National Chief Clay Cap.
Our theme this week is Test Yourself and So Discover. And no better personification of that theme exists than in the life of our founder, Dr. Goodman. But to a small handful of people, Dr. Goodman is not merely a phenomenon of the history books. Some here tonight knew him quite well. Goodman was a personal hero to these men. In our audience tonight, there are some brothers who are my personal heroes. The first is my own little brother, Peter Cap. Just a year ago, Peter was stricken with a rare and deadly illness called ehrlichiosis, and we thought we were going to lose him. He kept his hope alive, kept joking around with the nurses, making the best of the situation, and for that, he is my hero. He showed me how to live. Another hero of mine has been working closely with me here on NOAC staff. His name is Hayden Erickson. When Hayden was only 2, his father passed away. Doing all the things he's done in life without a father has been tough going, and scouting has helped. His life brings hope to so many people. The man who was my lodge chief immediately before me was named Brad Goodwin. Taking initiative for him is second nature, and he has left an indelible mark of strong leadership on me and all the brothers. My fourth hero tonight is, well, not here tonight. The 1997 National Vice Chief of the Order of the Arrow was from my lodge, and his name is Josh Sain. Josh was killed in a tragic car accident during his term in office, but I always knew him as my ordeal master. I was very impressed with his abilities, but what made him so special was that he took the time to become my friend. I'd like to ask my 4 heroes tonight, Hayden, Brad, Peter, and Josh's dad, John Sain, to stand for a moment. Look at them and see the friends you look up to, the friends who do what is right. even when no one is looking. Someone you know considers you to be his or her mentor. It is a weighty responsibility, but one that everyone in our brotherhood shoulders. Taking what you can from your heroes, turn around and live your life as the hero you certainly are for those who look to you for leadership, guidance, friendship, and opinion. Thank you.
There's a whole lot of stuff to do at NOAC, but I have to come around just one more time to get everything in.
Hope you enjoyed the museum.
This year's training theme was Gaining Through Training, and we did just that. There's so many competitions at NOAC. You want to try to do them all, athletic and non-athletic.
In my opinion, sports are the best.
anything. But it was fun competing. We got to come to the American Indian activities, where we learned how to make chokers and beadwork. American Indian dancing's cool, but I like Indiana dancing like this.
You are about to take upon yourselves the solemn obligation of the Order of the
I do
Arrow.
hereby promise, on my honor as
We
a
have been
scout.
blessed for many years, my brothers with good
Oh, my
hearts.
father, I am ready. Divided into factions, the Delaware nation will fall, my brothers. But our warriors will join you. And
After a long and hard battle, the Delaware repelled the fierce marauders back to their own land, and peace was declared between them.
Tonight, we honor the rich and diverse cultures of the American Indians in the most sincere and respectable way possible, through dance and song.
Not too bad, huh, guys? Look at this great patch I traded for. I'm not really a trader, but I did add some new patches to my collection.
2050.
Not too bad. There's plenty here for everyone. A lot more like this.
Yeah.
The ceremony spoke of brotherhood, but NOAC is the real-life place of fun and brotherhood. The order is really a thing of spirit, and we saw it in action. The last full day of NOAC was the best. Founders Day. We got to see, do, and eat from every lodge. Shows. It's the only time all 7,000 of us got together. It helped us understand the conference theme.
From the opening show to the theme show, they motivated us, inspired us, and educated us. They were the best.
Well, I guess I'm a typical high school senior. I have good friends, but deep down inside, I feel alone.
I mean, I've got a good life. I've got a great girl. Look at me. I'm set.
Oh, God. I need a girlfriend really badly.
I hate the assignment. It's so stupid. It makes no sense to me at all, but, I mean, the only good part of it is that I will be with my friends. We're going to the library together. It's not my idea of fun.
We put it off, and now it's due Monday after this weekend. And luckily, my mom works at the library, so we can stay there as long as we need to get this thing done.
Hey, guys. Don't you think we should get started on the project and get it out of the way first?
Oh, Andy. All work and no play makes Andy such a dull boy.
You said no play? Andy gets no play?
the first poem reading of the night, Alone by Maya Angelou. Lying thinking last night how to find my soul a home, I came up with one thing and I don't believe I'm wrong, that nobody but nobody can make it out here alone.
What Then by W.B. Yeats. His chosen comrades thought at school he must grow a famous man. He thought the same and lived by rule, all his 20s crammed with toil. What then, sang Plato's ghost? What then?
The tree, the tempest, with a crash of wood, throws down in front of us, not to bar our passage to our journey's end for good, but just to ask us who we think we really are.
So, we've got being alone and a need for others, a story about detours, and what we should do with our lives. Well, now it's time for Choice by James Fulmer Jr. Huh, that's interesting.
What'd you do now, Andy?
Well, the page that this poem's supposed to be on, it's missing.
You've got to be kidding me.
I wish I was. Take a look.
Are you serious?
Oh, it really is.
Oh, great. Now we're never going to get out of here.
Sure we will. I'll check on the computer and see if there's another book that has the poem.
Hurry up. Hey, wait a second.
What's that?
Trey, look at this. There's a note inside the front cover of this book. Some guy named Jim has the missing pages.
What is that?
Who is that?
Don't do that!
Yeah, I'm Andy Larson. We're here doing our school project. Who are you?
You see all these books right here? Someone has to put them on the shelves each day after everyone's used them. That's my job. I'm the night librarian.
And I'm in a hurry. There's a note inside the front cover of this book, and it says some guy named Jim has the missing pages. You know anything about that?
I know where they are.
Okay, where are they?
You don't need to read them.
Actually, yes, we do. We need them for our project.
What if you can't?
I don't think you understand.
I don't think you understand, Trey.
You know, last time I checked, I thought it was illegal to rip pages out of library books. Isn't that right, Andy?
I don't know, Trey. What, do you think I live in a library or something?
Sure seems like it sometimes.
I live in the library.
You what? Does my mom know?
Of course she knows. She runs the library.
You never leave the library?
Never.
Does your wife live here with you?
How do you know I have a wife?
Wedding ring.
Oh, observant. Well, she's gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We all have our time. Anyway, what's this project you guys are doing?
Well, our English teacher, Mrs. Fielding, she gave us this great assignment. We have to read all these poems and then relate them to the author's life story.
That would explain why you're so anxious to find those pages. Is that the last one you lead?
Yeah.
Well, what have you gotten out of the others?
Well, ironically, Angelou's Alone is about no one being able to make it alone in the world.
She's asking if she would be better off by just leaving the rest of the world behind her.
What Then by W.B. Yeats.
He worked for years, earned money and friends. What then, sang Plato's ghost? What then?
So, I guess the ghost. It's sort of like your conscience.
Yeah, if you believe in one.
Chris, you kinda have to. It's the only way to explain the empty feeling you get when you've done something wrong. And it's the only way to explain the feeling of complete happiness you get when you've done something right.
So, what about you, Jim? Doesn't your voice ever tell you to walk out those doors and try to make some kind of difference in the world?
Honestly? Yes, sometimes.
So why don't you give it a shot? What then, sang Plato's ghost. What then?
Soon enough, Andy. Soon enough. What's the Frost poem?
Oh, well, that one's mine. It's entitled On a Tree Falling Across the Road. The tree, the tempest, with a crash of wood, throws down in front of us, not to bar our passage to our journey's end for good, but just to ask us who we think we really are.
Stop. Andy, what's it saying?
Well, there's this tree, and somebody places it across our path through life. Not to stop us on our journey, but to make us think who we really are.
You know, I think destiny, as Nick put it, likes to throw us off course sometimes and send us after something else.
But meanwhile, the world needs real people, like you, Jim, to help solve today's problems.
Doesn't matter.
It does when to one life you've made a difference.
Andy, I don't think you're really old enough to understand what making a difference is.
Jim, I beg to differ. I mean, it's not like we're gonna clean our streets of guns or cure cancer, but we can try. We can do a little bit.
Youthful idealism.
Maybe you're right.
Years
Maybe it
since
is
I've seen
idealism. Maybe it's just the way people are.
This might be what you're looking for.
This is the other poem we were looking for. Choice by James Fulmer Jr. We fear our own greatness. We fear our spirit's power, not our darkness, but our light. We fear God's spirit welling up within us. What was that? Guys, we need that book. What is it, Trey?
Take a look at this. You've got Mary Larson, your mom, and then the degree of some guy named James Fulmer Jr.
Wait a second. So the guy that wrote that poem works for your mom, Andy?
Yeah, but... Oh, Jim.
Jim?
James Fulmer Jr.
You mean Jim is short for James?
What did he say happened to his wife again?
Well, he said she was killed somehow.
It was something about a robbery, a holdup in a convenience store.
And that's why he secluded himself here.
Jim, where'd you go?
We know about James Fulmer Jr.
Who?
About you, Jim.
James Fulmer Jr., born in Des Moines, Iowa, sometime in the 60s. A master's degree from Stanford, that's impressive, Jim.
What James Fulmer Jr. was is dead.
And until then, every test revealed a choice in the constant battle between human fear and godly spirit.
When I wrote that poem, I didn't know about hate. I didn't know how it would feel to hate someone more than anything else in the world for taking from me the one thing that I loved.
But Jim, the choice in your poem came down to a simpler thing. The choice between sharing our fear and sharing our spirit with others.
Yes, I know. I wrote it when I was young and naive like you.
Young and naive like us?
Yes, like you.
It's funny, we're not the ones that are afraid to live our lives and get out in the world.
Afraid?
Trey!
What?
I'm not afraid, young man. I know the world.
You know these books!
Trey!
You don't know the world anymore. You've lost it. You're nothing but a quitter.
Don't you try to change me! You don't understand. You don't understand how it feels to hate someone so much that you can't stand to see them on the earth. You don't understand how it feels to hate your God for taking away from you the one thing that you love and putting some miserable person on this earth. It hurts so bad.
Okay, Jim.
It hurts so
All right, man.
We're really sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I'll tell you what, Jim. Can we stay here tonight just to make sure you're okay?
That night, I really thought a lot about Yeats and that poem, What Then?
You know, I mean, maybe I should start listening now, and doing the same for them.
I don't know. It kind of takes both types of people in the world. I couldn't be alone all the time. I definitely don't know how Jim can.
Jim wrote about the differences between the inside spirit and the outside spirit, between self and others. Last night in the library, it was really a journey. If only we had known what Jim had in store for us in the morning.
Awake, my brothers. We have undergone a journey. Brothers, there are those who have been found worthy to spend themselves in others' service, but they have not felt the fire, they have not heard the admonition, and they have not seen the arrow. Will you serve others? At the start of every day, remember this promise you now take. Repeat after me. I do hereby promise.
I do hereby promise.
On my honor.
On my honor.
To be unselfish in service.
To be unselfish in service.
And devotion.
And devotion.
To the welfare of others.
To the welfare of others.
Now is your time and my time to make a difference.
Thanks, Jim. Brother.
What an incredible experience. I swore I heard flutes playing in the background.
Jim, do you think you're ready to finally go out those doors and share your spirit with the world again?
I think so.
Well, Jim, I think we have to get going. We have to finish our entire project before we need to go back to school on Monday.
It's been a pleasure.
I'll see you guys out.
We left the library that morning. As brothers. Real brothers.
I guess it was really cool to be there that morning when Jim walked out for the very first time in 10 years.
The feeling that I got from him, I was so happy to be part of that moment.
The assignment turned out pretty well. We got an A.
Firm bound in brotherhood, gather the clan that cheerful
Coil tightly every link that binds us in brotherhood. We're mountain.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.
Well, that was NOAC 2002. It's time for us to pack our bags and head for home. I'll see you in 2 years at Iowa State.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.